Right, it seems I start most of my episodes right at this very chair. So, welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be the first installment of the gym review series. So, when I was brainstorming ideas for this channel, I wanted to think of as many things I could do that are unique, that also provide value for you guys and also for myself, because also it gives me the chance to gain more experience and kind of travel around and have some fun. So basically what I'm going to do is before we start the actual review itself, I'm going to break down all the different variables and factors that will contribute to the overall grade of the gym. So in terms of the grading system, it's going to be a 0 to 100 rating system, with there being 10 categories, each rated 1 to 5. So the 10 categories, I'll pop them up on the screen. It'll be location, front desk, so what they offer is like pre-workouts, protein, whatever, just anything they kind of offer at the front desk, anything that's cool, that kind of makes you unique that way. The price, the look, so the visuals, the vibe, just the general, like what is the feeling in the gym, members and everything, music, equipment, training upper, training lower, and then any extras that are going to basically help give you just those extra points to make you a better gym or just a more unique gym in general. So again, each one rated 1 to 5, 10 variables, rating system of 0 to 100. Obviously, this is all my own personal opinion. I would like to think that I can separate a good gym from a bad gym. Okay, I know I can separate a good gym from a bad gym. However, I'm going to be very critical. I'm going to be completely honest, and yeah. Hopefully this turns out how I want it to. I think it should be sick. So obviously today we're going to start with my own gym, so the gym joint. And I'll put some clips in. I'm going to go to the gym now, I'm going to train, and I'll film clips of all the equipment, all of a bit of B-roll, a little bit of B-roll, and then, going to be sweet. And then I'm going to try and pump out 1 a month to 2 a month where I go to a different gym. Potentially the next one will be next weekend, because I think I'm going to go and train with my mate Robbie, who's competing in the same show as me, and I think he said we'll train at Ultimate Fitness Birmingham, so that could potentially be the next gym on the reviews. So sit down, grab a caffeinated beverage if you wish, or if you're doing cardio, just kind of put the hood up, put the headphones in, and yeah, fucking do this.
Wish I could make it right, so I can stop seeing your face in the mirror. I see your ghost at night every time I close my eyes. I see your ghost at night every time I close my eyes. I see your ghost at night every time I close my eyes. I see your ghost at night every time I close my eyes.
Right, hello everyone. So it's been a few days since recording the review and the B-roll and everything. So it's come time to review the gym joint. So we'll start with location. So I'm going to give location a 6 out of 10. So obviously there's a few variables that go into this, whether you're a local, whether you're traveling, and generally like where is it based? Is it city based, town based, in the middle of nowhere? So the gym joint is located in a town, or just outside of a town called Bourne End. So in terms of for locals, it's brilliant. Anything like within the Maidenhead, Bourne End, Marlow, Cookham region, Beaconsfield, it's all a great location, and generally traffic doesn't affect it too badly. Apart from when like you just got your random roadworks, generally it's a very good location. Moving on, so front desk. So front desk, I gave a 7. Simply for the fact that the reason it doesn't get any higher is because it's quite small and like reclusive, but however, it does have absolutely everything you need. It has your pre-workouts, your protein. Staff members are great. I used to be a staff member, so of course I'm gonna rate it good. And just generally, yeah, very helpful, always there. Like there's always staff members there, and as I said, the vast selection of pre-workouts. There's like an odd 30 pre-workouts available, a few proteins. It sells 3Ds, monsters, all your basics, all dandy good. So price. So the price of a off-peak membership is £50. So £50, that means you get 24-hour membership, so you can come in 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Great. So obviously 50 is like, depending on the gym, can be a bit pricey. However, with that extra money you spend, it is a cap membership gym, which means the traffic of the actual overall gym, it doesn't exceed 20 people even at peak times. So you kind of get the privileges you pay with the membership. Then there's also the off-peak. So there's on-peak and off-peak. So yeah, so the on-peak is 50, off-peak is 40. And that means, I believe that is the hours of 5 to 5. So 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. So, again, like it has limitations. However, at the same time, it's still not a busy gym. And if you're someone who don't need to train outside of those hours, it makes sense. You might as well just save the £10. So I gave it a 6 because obviously as I said, like it's a little bit more on the expensive side. Like generally your general, like maybe like leisure center gym to like your commercial gym will probably charge you anywhere. Well, it depends if you're a student or not, but they charge you anywhere between £25 to like £35-45. So as soon as you start going above that kind of like price range, then it does start to get a bit more selective with like how much of a priority is gym to you, what's your financial situation, all that kind of stuff. So 6 out of 10. Visuals I gave that a 9 out of 10. So personally for me, this is like one of the best looking gyms I've ever been to. Everything is uniform. All the equipment has been sprayed and rebranded, so it's all uniform. It looks clean as fuck. Black walls look sweet. Mirrors, class. Lighting, class. However, Cam did make a good point. That is, the only thing I've seen that's sort of limiting it is the fact that when you take videos, you do have to manually adjust the lighting on your videos. Otherwise, it does look very, very dark, or it can look sometimes very overexposed. But it's also got a nice little bit of natural light coming in from up top, but it's not too strong, which is good. So I'd say visuals are definitely one of the strong points of this gym, and it is the highest rated. It's the highest rating this category that this gym has. So that's a 9 out of 10. So the vibes are 8. So the reason why the gym joint is actually one of my favorite gyms in the world, despite obviously yes, it's my gym, and I'm trying to be not biased. However, I have been to a fair few gyms in my few years of training. I've been to the likes of B1 Gym Burnus. I've been to an Ultraflex, I've been to Muscleworks Orpington, I've been to King's Gym, I've been to like majority of like some of the biggest gyms in the world, especially in the UK. And none of them match the vibe, in fact, like Gym Joint does. It kind of has that perfect combination hybrid of your bodybuilders, your athletes, like your serious gym goers, a few odd like just your general like fitness people who just like, oh, they just want to stay fit and healthy. But the most important part is that they both merge very well. Everyone gets along, everyone's friends. You can talk to anyone, you can ask anyone for a spot, and everyone is nice. If you go to some gyms, like the really heavy bodybuilding gyms, obviously like there's a lot of ego, there's just like a lot of staring sometimes, like judgment. So if you're not a fan of that, obviously like you won't go to those gyms. However, if you go to the Gym Joint, you're always guaranteed to be able to make a mate, find a spot, and like everything's just good. Like everyone, you can walk into the gym and there's a positive atmosphere. I've never ever walked to that gym and it just been like gloomy and everyone's sticking to themselves. There's always random conversations going on, which is why I'm like a really big fan of this gym. It's really got that family vibe to it, so that's very good. So next would be music. So with the music, it was a bit of a hard one because with the music, you basically like the Gym Joint basically used to have they used to just have a public iPad at the front where you could cue songs, play songs, whatever. It kind of just needs to be more regulated. So you may now go up to the desk and request songs, request playlists, as long as obviously everyone in the gym is cool with it. Usually when I'm in the gym, I'm usually in the aux because I'm the gym joint MC, of course. Drum and bass, rap, metal, rock, everything gets played. For me, the main thing is as long as it is training music. So we gave it a 7.5 out of 10 because sometimes I'll walk in and this is being me completely honest. I'm just like, this music is not, it strictly should not even be trained to. This should be like not even within a 2 mile radius of a gym. It's ridiculous. And then sometimes I come in, I'm literally like, unbelievably ready to train. The vibe is just sick. It's good training music because that's the thing. It doesn't matter what genre it is as long as it's music that people actually should train to. It's got enough energy, tempo. It's not like you've gone for a bloody Sunday afternoon coffee at Costa. I shouldn't expect elevator vibes when I walk in. That's just a no-go. So yeah, so the music can range anywhere between 1 to 10. However, generally it is an average of 7.5 because generally it's good because I'm in there. So next is equipment. So that's gonna be a 7 out of 10. So the gym joint has all your basic pieces of equipment with a few extra nice little goodies in there. So for example, it's got like a leverage squat, a hack squat, which are 2 like nice pieces of leg equipment, which not all gyms have. Generally, your main thing is just a leg press and obviously a squat rack. It's got a variety of different like squat bars as well, which is pretty cool. It's got a nice lat pullover machine. We've recently had a Cybex cable stack put in, which is the Cybex Bravo cable stack, and that's an excellent piece of equipment. And what else have they got? It's pretty unique. They got a Watson chest supported seal row, which is pretty good as well. Glute drive, which is also a nice little piece of kit. Yeah, and it's got a nice selection of dumbbells. There's dumbbells anywhere between 2.5 or I think it's like 2 kilos all the way up until 60 kilos. So again, all fine and dandy. So I'd say that's an above average gym selection. Got your basics with a few extra goodies. So that's a 7. And then we go down to training upper. I would say training upper is a 7. I would say it's above average. It's got a nice selection of upper equipment. And then training lower would be a 6. Just simply because legs are one of those body parts which does require a lot more kit. And what I do like about the gym joint is they are always getting in new pieces of kit. Like generally we'll probably go like 1 or 2 months and then all of a sudden another piece of kit appears, which is great. And despite the space of the gym, they do fit a lot in there without it still being cramped, which is good because sometimes you'll get some gyms which is like really small and they'll literally like pack it to the brim. You can't even walk in between pieces of kit. But what's nice is they've got pretty much three solid lines of kit. And it's easy to walk in between, and at least with it being not very busy, that is also a bonus. So yeah, so training upper 7, training lower 6. Last point is extras. So with the gym joint, I would say it is the combination of, for me, the vibe, the above average equipment, the visuals, the price, everything about it. Like it's just got some nice points to it. So like the cat membership is a great point. It keeps members really happy. Guest passes, so there's that. Actually, I probably should have mentioned those prices, but guest passes are £10, which is I would say an average price for a drop in, so it's not too crazy expensive. They've recently reopened guest passes to any towards it. I think it's like you can do 24 hours as long as you're with a member. Otherwise, it is just hours of 8 to 5, I believe, for guest passes. But I think in terms of extras and like. It's hard to pick out specific things just because I know the gym so well now. It's kind of hard to pick up specific points. But I'd say extras will probably be a 7. So the total rating of the gym is a 70.5 out of 100. So I believe the gym joint should be the absolute gold standard for any kind of independent gym in the UK because it literally has absolutely everything you need with a few extras. And then with the combination of all the other factors, I think it is a very, very, very solid gym. And anyone who is in the local area, I would highly recommend visiting because for me, it is like a second home for me. I've made so many friends there. I've made some insane progressions there, and for me, it's just like I spend sometimes I have to do 7 days a week in that gym. So it's better be a bloody good place for me if you want to spend 7 days a week in there. Sometimes doing like when I was doing desk work, I was in that gym between me training clients, and shift work. I was doing I was spending almost like 60 hours in that place, which is that's a lot of hours, and I still come back every single day loving it just as much as the first day I walked in. So that concludes this gym review. I hope you're all well. I'm gonna go off and get absolutely fucked up at Pirate. It's gonna be absolutely class. I already said that, mate.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna go send Pirate with the boys, and it should be a sick one. So I hope everyone as well, and I'll catch you later.